Hey, right. Which side is that? Okay. All right. So this one is going out to the. Which one am I doing? This live video is for Ohio and PA helping group. This is like a recap of, or I know it's like 1 something in the morning. $1:05 in the morning now. All right. And for this video, I'm going to discuss some issues going on out here at the giveaways, free food giveaways. Now, when I say I work with an organization, it does not mean that they are paying me, because I have had organizations want to take me on as a paid employee, and I have totally refused. I can't do it. I can't do it because of my health. One day I'll be okay. The next day I'm probably down and out. And like today, yesterday, I woke up at 4 in the morning and made sure my family was getting up and stuff so that I could take them down to the food giveaway out in Warren, Ohio. Let me share this right quick. Okay, yeah, it was going in that group only. Okay. So I refuse to be a paid employee for anyone because it's very hard for me since I am disabled. So if I say that I'm working with an organization or working for them, my English is bad. Just blow it off. I refuse to be paid. I rather help people and reap my blessings. And that's the way I choose to live life. I think a lot of us should do that more often. So, I'm going to start with let's see. What was it? Okay. I'm going to start with stepping stones. So, stepping stones out in Warren at the Church of Nazarene. I went there in the month of April. And I had already told April, the one who runs the organization, that I was on my way out there. Now, she knows me, and we've been doing stuff off and on together, just different things off and on since 2013. I'm on the outside. Well, she's on the inside. Like I said, nobody pays me for anything. I do this as a charity type thing because that's where my heart takes me. And so I had gone to the Stepping Stones Church of Nassau, I think that September before when my sister got married. And I had asked, I think I was still doing stuff for or maybe it was before that. I was still doing stuff for the organization out here in Columbus, which was the Islamic organization, Muslim organization, however you want to call it. And as most of you know, I decided to leave that organization because of various reasons. One was because they insist on pushing religion onto people, and it's utterly ridiculous, and it goes totally against Islam to do that. So when I was still doing stuff for them, I had gone out to the Church of Nassau, Stepping Stones, and I had asked one of the lady volunteers there that if I could do the same thing as I do every time I go to Kinsman, because when I go to Kinsman, I see April there, and April always fills up the van, and I take them and distribute the things where I think that people need them the most. I do not sell any donations. I highly frown on that. I do not believe in that at this day and time. So I showed up in April, in the month of April. And unfortunately, I was kind of wooed out, kicked out, however you want to say it. This guy that, runs the giveaway or whatever he does there, I don't know if he's a volunteer, I don't know if he's a pastor or what. He was very rude. He was very rude to me, and I believe that it was mostly because of my face being torn up from my CPAP mask. I do wear a CPAP machine at night because I have, really bad sleep apnea. So I wear my CPAP machine, and unfortunately, the medical equipment supply, whatever you want to call it, they wasn't giving out Amara masks anymore. And that's the only mask that will not tear my face up, as long as it's like clean and not old or whatever. So my face was all tore up, like all this was just, torn up. And I had gone to 2 giveaways that day, and people were asking my friends if I was a heroin addict. Ha ha. Funny. So it's quite sad that people do this to others. You don't know if people have stuff on their face from other health reasons other than using drugs. Like, educate yourself a little more before you go putting everybody in the same category as you please, or as you will. So he had run up to me, like, I don't know, wanted to attack me, but the other lady, that I had talked to before, she came up and she just like started making some excuses and was telling me that if I'm going to go take the stuff to another organization, blah, 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 that the lady from Once Upon a Time said that if they give me anything, then she's going to stop the giveaway altogether. All kind of stuff was told to me that day, So I did discuss it with April, and April sent me back there this time. So, and I was with my friends the last time, and they were really upset over the way I was treated, and I'm sure some of the volunteers there were probably, why are they treating this chick like this, So this time I went back and I took my nephew, Sakuraya, and I told him before we got out of the van, I said, look, they treat me very differently in here. You're not going to like the way that they're treating me. I said, but do not say nothing at all. Just let them treat me the way they're going to treat me, and I will take care of it whenever, you know. So I went in, and all of a sudden, you could tell how they were on their toes. Leslie is coming through the door, you know. It was funny to watch, I tell you, but it was funny to me, but it was sad at the same time because, like, how many people do they do that to, you know? I mean, if they do it to me, they got to be doing it to other people. I mean, the last time I was there in April, the guy went as far as to follow us outside to my vehicle. It was not even my vehicle, but to the vehicle that we were in. And so when I went over there, the guy that treated me really bad the last time was actually pretty nice this time. So I do give him credit for a little change. It was the lady this time that was a little pushy, talking about, well, if you're going to go and take this back out somewhere and to another organization, you can't do it. This is only for our community. We want it to stay in our community. We're the ones that run this and this and that and the other. She was just giving me all kind of crap. I said, look, April sent me. I'm here to get some clothes for my family because they have been asking me for a long time. I got some family out there in Youngstown, and they would like to, I got a lot of grandkids. So, but, I mean, the atmosphere and the attitudes, it was just almost every volunteer was asking me what I was going to do with the clothes. So, I mean, it went a little better this time, but they can still better themselves. And I don't know when I'll be going out there again, but I'm definitely going to go ahead and try to help grow stepping stones out there in Columbus. Let's see. I mean, my health is not always that great. I mean, in these days, the more active I have been, the more pain I have been in. And the pain is so much that even the pain medication does not work at times. And living in pain is very hard. And it's harsh. And I feel sorry for, I feel sorry for a lot of people that are out there that are suffering in pain, and those who can't get any, type of pain medication because of what craziness other people do. I don't want to get off track here. That's upsetting. I hate pain. I hate it with a passion. So anyway, yeah. That was my second most recent experience with stepping stones. But I'm sure, in the future, hopefully, they will change. Not only for me, but for others as well. There's just no reason to, just because somebody else has messed it up or, messed it up for themselves doesn't mean that the next person is coming in to mess it up for themselves. So, next, War and Mission. I was very shocked and very embarrassed today, I must say. My family went with me for the first time to the Warren Mission Produce giveaway. And that was a total disaster. The last couple of times I went to the Warren Mission, not the last couple of times, not this Friday, but the other Friday when I came in. And then in April I went to the Warren Family Mission, and I dropped off a bunch of boxes, and they were really nice to me. They weren't rude. They were so nice to me. I went into the back gate. I parked my van to the back gate, and I went walking in with my walker, and I had boxes. They offered to fill up my van with a bunch of food and stuff because there was a bunch of food left over, like what was it, blueberries or something, and they had potatoes and all kind of stuff, like bread, sweets, stuff like that. But unfortunately, my family wasn't up that day, and if I would have taken a van full of food, they wouldn't. I wouldn't have had help anyway, and I didn't want the food to it was hot then, so I really didn't feel like dealing with that after I got in, because I was in pain and stuff. So I came in on last Friday, and I noticed how a lot of people were going out with these big bags of huge sacks of onions. And these gentlemen that were there yesterday, were not there the last time. They were not there on the last Friday that I could see anyway, work in the parking lot like they were this time. And I've never seen anybody I've never noticed anybody with tickets and stuff like I did this time also. Maybe that's a change that they made, or I don't know how long it had been going on for. So I sent my family up into the line to wait, like everybody else. They got their tickets and stuff, and some guy was out in the parking lot, and one of the doors to the van was left open. So he was like, "Hey, do you want some extra milk?" Blah blah blah. So he stuck 2 gallons of extra milk in the van while I'm sitting there watching the line. At some point in time, one of the volunteers that supposedly was running the giveaway today had confronted combatively and rudely my family members. And I didn't know about it because neither one told me when they came out to the van. So that was the first incident. The second incident was I had told my family, well, let's just wait here, and when the back parking lot is a little bit cleared, we can go back there and she can get her watermelons. And so they went back to get the watermelons when we parked back there. And some guy was on a forklift, and he just started questioning my family members and being really rude, and told them that they needed to go to the front to go and pick that up, that he needed to check the paper if they signed in, did they get tickets, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't notice it, right, because everything was loud. So I was like, what'd he say? And neither one of them would say anything, right? Well, my sister, she said, okay, well, he said go up front and get the watermelons. And then all of a sudden, she's like, no, I'm not going. I'm tired of their attitudes, rude attitudes, this and that and the other. She pulled out We went down the road a little bit, and I'm like, hey, turn around and go back. Because she told me what happened. Okay, what she told me was so embarrassing that the first volunteer, okay, so I buy these rolls of garbage bags at Walmart. They're clear garbage bags. They come on a roll. I bought them, and I gave them, to my family members, to go up there and use them in the giveaway, so they could put the food in the bags. Well, this guy comes up to them and tells them that they are only allowed 2 garbage bags each, that everybody is allowed only 2 garbage bags each. And they told him that, hey, we brought this roll of garbage bags with us. These are our bags. So I don't know what happened after that, but he was really rude. So then she told me the truth about when she went to get the watermelons, and with the other guy, he was really rude to her also. So as soon as we're down the street, like I said, I told her, turn around. She was like, no, I just don't want to deal with them, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no. This is the first time my family has ever come to this giveaway, and we are not going away like that. So she turned around and took me back. And I caught the guy right there. And I said, look here, who runs this right here? And he said, well, his name, and he said me and another lady, Kate, or whatever. And I let him have it. No cussing, no nothing. I wasn't rude. I let him have it, though. And I went hard on him. So I told him everything, and then he wanted to make excuses, and I was like, first he said that somebody had come and stole a whole box of garbage bags from them, and then somebody came and stole a bunch of food or something that they had gotten from a department store or whatever, or grocery store, and then they realized that they didn't put a mark through the scan thing on the boxes. So somebody went back and got money for that stuff because they returned it or whatever. I'm like, well, you know what? You cannot be rude to my family or anybody else just because that has happened to you guys. I said, that's not their fault. That's your fault. It ain't nobody's fault but you guys. And I said, things have got to change. You've got to change how you're talking to people. I said, my family members came up here the first time ever, and you guys treated them so badly. I am ashamed. And I said, I know how it is with the organizations and people going, stealing free food or whatever, blah, 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 and he was going on and on. So I told him I understand and all that, but there is no reason, no excuse. I don't care about all that. You should not be attacking people like that rudely just because somebody else has come and messed it up for themselves. So things need to change. And I told him that I will be writing to the Warren Mission page, and I will be calling the Warren Mission to let them know what went on today. And I will be sending people out, because I send people to the Warren Mission all the time for the produce giveaway. And I will be knowing whether you guys changing y'all's attitudes or not. So he was like, I'm so sorry. I apologize. Blah, blah, blah. Apologizing. I said, I do accept your apology, but I'm still going to call the Warren Mission. Things need to change. And he was like, well, yeah, I'm going to get all the volunteers together. We're going to go over this. We're going to make changes. I said, sir, change needs to start with you. I don't know why I did this video, but I think what I want to know is, has anybody from my group, which is the Ohio and PA Helping Hands, or anybody from my page, had problems with the attitudes and stuff from either of those giveaways? I really want to know. I need to know. Because I know if me or my family are getting treated in a bad way, then somebody else has to be getting treated in a bad way. And more people need to speak up, especially if you're innocent of any wrongdoing. You need to speak up. Don't stay quiet. These organizations are there to supposedly help people, not hurt people. And it's unfortunate that my family probably will never want to go again. Unless I come and I coax them into going again. But I doubt that. How many people have been treated bad by these people? By these supposedly God-loving, fearing, blah, blah, blah volunteers? Yeah? I question it highly. So, you guys know how to message. If anybody's been treated bad by these organizations, I would like to know. Because it gotta change. I mean, after I did basement ministries, that lady was never going to change. But you know what? She's such a small organization. Who knows how far she will go, but I don't see much for that. Because she probably never changed her wicked ways. Basement ministries. It's too bad. It's too bad because I sent a lot of people to that. I sent a lot of people to that organization, and she messed up bad. So I think this is it for this video. Pretty much. I don't know when I'll go back to these organizations. But I got other plans for the future. So I am going to end this video now, I think. Let me think if I needed to do anything else on it. I have to do another live video, and it's not the same thing. This was just for this particular group, even though I did the live video on my page. Yeah, when I called the Warren Mission, they said that they were going to take care of it. And then the lady started making an excuse, this and that and the other. And I'm like, don't make excuses for these people. Don't even go there. Don't do it. Just do not do that. So then my comment on their post got deleted. You know what? I'm going to be honest, y'all. Warren Mission be trying to hide stuff. They really be trying to hide stuff. And I tell you what, I think if it wasn't for their produce giveaway the way it is with the food bank, I wouldn't send nobody to the Warren Mission for nothing. Not a dang thing. I wouldn't. And it's unfortunate because the guy that runs the whole thing, we have met before. I have met him before. He's the nicest guy. Now, I don't know if anybody else knows him, but from what I have met him, he was the nicest guy. He was willing to give me anything that I needed, anything that my sister needed, and it's just, I don't know, pick your evil. I hope the war mission can get better someday. I've heard a lot of things. I've seen a lot of things. They need to change up a lot of stuff. For real. So let's see if they can change. I'll be sending my peeps out there next time. Well, that was my day yesterday, and I think I need to get off here so I can start my next video. It's actually about scammers, scamming, and hacking. Because I just got somebody else tonight, a couple of people that have been scammed, and I had to go take care of that on live video. I'm out, guys. Mm-hmm. If you want to see the next live video, I know there's 3 people on watching me so far. I'm going to do the live video on my public page, of course, and then I will post it in the Scammer Report group. I'll also post it in the Ohio PA group because I do a lot of posting for the scamming and hacking in there. Gosh, I think that was it for now for the giveaways. Okay, look, if anybody needs a list of the giveaways, you guys know where to find them, right? They're on the pinned posts. I know I have like 34 or something like that. So many pinned posts, but if you go down, it'll say food and... Ooh, shukran, alhamdulillah. Excuse me. If you go down, you will see the food and clothing. Oh, and also, please remember that if you need any kind of help, it doesn't matter, like shelter, counseling, domestic violence stuff, anything, you call 211. 211, and they speak Spanish, so hablan en español. Call 211 anywhere you are, and 211 should have resources for you. So please do not ever forget that. Okay, I'm gone.